guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know I've been away for a while. I was super busy, but I am back and here today to tell you a scary story sent to me by Lordbitememan on Twitter. And this story is a worst nightmare. I hope you guys enjoy. The following is a true story of a nightmare I once had. 16 years ago, I was off at boarding school in New Mexico. We were up in the mountains, and in the winter sunset was always early. It was after dinner, about 6:30, and full on night out already. I'd been going through a difficult and particularly painful breakup, and I'd had some sort of sickness that continued for an entire month. On this particular night, I was exhausted, and I just wanted some sleep. I went off to my dorm room, killed the main lights, and lay back looking up at the obligatory string of blue Christmas lights that every student keeps strung up in their room. I don't know when exactly I fell asleep. The transition was seamless. From staring at those lights to the dream. I was just in my bed staring at those lights, and for a moment I felt like I was floating. Maybe I even felt like I'd started to rise. But then, through no voluntary action of my own, I rolled over to face my mattress. Only the mattress wasn't there. Nothing at all was there. There was nothing but yawning black abyss. Whatever had held me aloft, I let go and plunged myself into the blackness. I could see nothing below, just blackness. But at the same time, I could feel myself falling faster and faster. The winds tore at my face, and worse still, the further I sunk into the abyss, the darker it became. It was becoming blacker than any possible blackness, and then darker still the deeper I sank. Suddenly, I arrested in mid-fall. I hadn't hit anything, merely stopped, frozen in the void. From below, I began to feel something. It was a presence. It was this feeling of sickening maleficence. Permitting the ambient. It was washed over me like a rising tide growing stronger by the second. From below, I could see a figure emerge, immersed in impossible darkness as I was. This figure was blacker still. By far, it looked up at me and opened its eyes. His penetrating blood-red eyes. I knew in this instance that it was through his power that was there, through his power that I was held immobile. He never blinked. He never turned away. He just held me in his gaze for that moment. Then he began to reach up to me. Straining with all his might, he reached out with his clawed finger outstretched, inching ever closer to me, as though in some cruel mockery of Michelangelo's The Creation of Adam. He reached to my chest, and his finger passed through as though it was an illusion. He reached through to my heart, and with his talon placed a deep scratch in it. I woke up in a sweat and stayed up into the late night. I looked for any excuse not to go back to sleep. The worst part was that the feeling I had in that moment that he clawed my heart, it wasn't meant to harm me, but to brand me as his. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the story sent in to me by Lordbitememan. Quite an interesting nightmare there. Now, I apologise for not being very active recently, but I'm trying my best to keep up with everybody, and I will be keeping these story times as a series because I enjoy narrating. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't, and leave a thumbs up, and don't forget to follow me on my social medias. I love you guys so much, and I hope you enjoyed this scary story.